Rays hosting the Orioles, and the Orioles are plus 158 on the money line. The Rays are minus 190. The over-under, 8.5 runs. The Orioles, getting a run and a half on the run line, are minus 135, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. And the Rays, laying a run and a half on the run line, are plus 115, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2. Both of these pitchers pitched against the opposing team this year. Gibson went 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 3-0 in Baltimore. He struck out 4. The Orioles have won his last 2 appearances. They are 4-6 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched and 4.9 strikeouts per game in those games. For Glasnow, he went 4 1/3, 6 runs, 6 earned. They lost that game 8-6. That was in Tampa. He struck out 7 in that game. The Rays are 6-4 in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched and 7.1 strikeouts per game in those games. So at least a batter an inning. Keep an eye out for him on the K line. Head-to-head, the home team is 6-4. These teams are 5-5 against each other in their last 10. The favorite is 5-5 on the money line. The favorite or the underdog, getting or laying runs. You guessed it, 5-5. There's only been one-run game in their last 10 meetings, and it actually happened this year. The over-under, 5-5, and the over-under at 8.5 runs, 5-5 again. These teams have balanced out the power, it would seem. Now, the last game they played, the Rays won 7-2. The 3 previous games to that, the Orioles won 8-6, 2-1, and 4-2. And then the first game of the year, the Rays beat them 3-0. In their last handful of games overall, the Orioles are 8-2 in their last 10, 2-2 in their last 4. The over is 7-2-1 in their last 10 games, and the over has hit in the Orioles' last 5 games that they've played. They beat the Marlins 5-4, then they dropped back-to-back games against the Dodgers 6-4 and 10-3, and then they beat the Dodgers 8-5. For the Rays, they are 3-7 in their last 10. The under is 8-2 in their last 10. The under has hit in their last 3 games, and they have lost their last 4 games. They were beat by the Royals 8-4, and then they got swept in a 3-game series by the Rangers 3-2, 5-3, and 5-1. Considering Glasnow had a very, very poor outing against the Orioles the last time, and considering Gibson pitched a little bit better, he still lost, but I'm going to take the Orioles as an underdog here. I'm going to take the Orioles with the money line. I'm going to take the Orioles getting the runs, and I'm going to go over just because I have one of these funny feelings that this is just going to be a high-scoring game. Division rivals, it usually happens. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.